Hello. Hi, how is everyone going? Still setting up. So if this takes a few minutes, I apologize. I'm just working on getting it all working now. Uh, this is our first go at doing this on YouTube, except for using Hangouts. Just have to make sure everything's turned down. Need to be able to see myself. Oh, don't I look good? No, not really. I'm just joking. Wearing one of my favourite Akuto t-shirts. Beach Road, Blackrock, Mordial, Frankston, Oliver's Hill, Mount Eliza, Two Bays, Mornington, Arthur's Seat, and Sorrento. Damn good bike ride if you ever want to do it. Long way too. It's 100 k's down, 100 k's back. Good 200k bike ride. Nice work. A little bit ranty tonight. I want to talk briefly about the news that was on Channel 7 and in both Perth and in Queensland this week in Brisbane. A lot of really disgusting things said on social media. It's amazing how people will actually act on social media when they don't actually have to face the person that they are insulting, attacking, or insinuating against. And this is some trend that we're very much used to. Cycling is the last bastion of the troll. They can't attack religion, they can't attack race, they can't attack the sexes, so they go for the next low common denominator according to the shock jocks, which happens to be bike riders. But we've also seen a cyclist on cyclist issue the last couple of days as well, which staggers me. I can't figure it out. We're all bike riders to some degree, whether we ride our bike to the milk bar to buy our loaf of bread and our milk, or if we ride 200 k's to Sorrento and back. We all ride bikes. I mean, that's the reason why we're here. And if we don't ride bikes, then we're interested to know what bike riders are thinking. Now, classic example is I moved some signs today that were in a street not far away from me. And one of the troll pages picked it up and was laughing about it and carrying on like pork chops, like they always do. They're complaining about me making sure the bike lane's free, but when they're not complaining about the bike lanes being free, they're complaining about us not using the bike lanes. Very illogical people, but again, I would love to be able to confront this person and talk to him person to person. I don't think that this person is as illogical as they want to be and what they pretend to be on social media. They just do that because they can get away with it, and that's fine. They think that they've got freedom of speech. Bad news, guys. We don't have freedom of speech in Australia. It's a fallacy. It's an Americanism. Freedom of speech is not a guaranteed right in Australia. Our freedoms are limited to what we say, what we do, and where we do it, but you can only choose two of those at a time. You can't say whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want, anytime you want to say it. It just doesn't work like that. You can't say racial comments in a supermarket. You can't say anti-religious religious comments in a church. You will get arrested. You will get charged. What you don't realize is that just because you can get away with it in social media doesn't mean that you are a clever person. In fact, I always say to people, you're not clever, you're stupid. Sadly, that means that we have a lot of social media people that get their account, they turn around and turn into trolls immediately because they can. South Park, if you've been watching South Park season 20 this year, follow the whole line about trolling very, very well. The episode shows that trolls can get away with anything because they're anonymous, and well, Facebook really does help with that situation by allowing people to create as many accounts as they can and doing dumb things with them. But newspapers also don't help. I mean, they allow anonymous conversations and allow anonymous talks on their newspapers as well. We as a community must make sure that the newspapers are at least correct in what they say and what they do. The other day we had a newspaper article about a death of a cyclist in Queensland. The comments were left open. The best way to deal with them was to contact the newspaper and say, comments are not allowed to be open. This is against your code of conduct. Immediately the comments were closed, and a couple of hours later the comments that were there were deleted. This is a really simple process, guys. Anyone can do it. It doesn't have to be me. It doesn't, it can be anyone out there. Just ring up the newspaper and tell them that they're wrong. They can't do that. and we need to do this more often. We can't just accept the crap that we get from the media and from the shock jocks as well. And that goes to the next point, my rantiness today. The shock jocks really need to pull their heads in. They think that they're clever. Again, they're dumb. They're idiots. They're stupid. The shock jocks think that they're clever by attacking cycling. Yay, you're so smart. You know, we're vulnerable road users. Figure it out. We're also vulnerable in so many other ways. What you don't realize is that I get sent a number of videos every week, and some of the videos are really horrific. Some of them show the attacks on people. Now, since that crap that happened in Brisbane last week, I've had a huge increase in the number of video clips from Brisbane. The same thing in Perth, from the guy that got his bum slapped. I mean, that's not funny. He could have come off. It could have been a very bad situation. But some clever clogs has turned around and gone, well, hey, I'm going to try and get the next one I can get and film it. Well, good luck to you, mate. Your employer didn't like it that much that you said that because you're a delivery worker. And if you're watching this right now, look, I'm really sorry. But it wasn't me myself that contacted your company, but I do know who did. And I don't know if you've still got a job or not. And I'm going to say this publicly. I don't care. You are in a job that has responsibilities on the road. Your responsibility is to look after every person that's using this road. And if you're going to put people's lives at risk, you're an idiot and you don't deserve to be on the road. It's as simple as that. So yes, a delivery driver this week. We don't know what's happened with the delivery driver, but the company won't let us know. But he was quite keen to put on Facebook that he was going to slap the next person and put it on Facebook and think about how funny and clever he was. What else has been happening? There was a reported death the other day from earlier this month that we weren't aware of on the road. A cyclist passed away from a medical condition. Single vehicle accident is what they call it. That's when the only vehicle involved is a bike. Going back to that, we're talking here about the road toll, of course. Now, we don't publish everything that happens on the road with the road toll. Some of it can be rather distressing and some of it can be very depressing. Understand this. We are notified, we know about the deaths on the road, and we do everything we can in order to contact people when we can, when we feel we need to let them know that they're not alone, and the families can come and talk to us if they want. We've done this with a number of families. We don't talk about all of them. We don't look. The road is a safer place than what you realise. People think that cycling is dangerous. It really isn't. You're better on a push bike than on a motorbike. You're better on a motorbike than in a car most days. I mean, the other day we had an 81-year-old kill a 50-year-old when he drove into the back of him in New South Wales. Again, I mean, these are very rare situations and very rare incidents. We need to make sure that we have that in our mind when we're riding our bikes. I avoid a lot of the news because it makes me upset. I don't want to know a lot of the time, so I try to avoid it so I can actually get back out on a bike and enjoy it. I mean, really, really important to me that I get out and enjoy my riding. I love riding my bike. I'm one of those people that will find an excuse to go out on a bike. I've got 7 of the damn things, and every one of them is a different style of bike. But we get worried and get nervous, and the road toll is something that we don't like to talk about. Talking of the road toll, a little bit ranty again, I don't like calling it a road toll. There's no cost in human life that we should pay to be on the road, and a toll is a payment of type, and in this case the toll is human life. At the moment we've got a huge number of people that have passed away across Australia in the road toll this year. That includes every state in Australia has gone up on the road toll this year, and yet in some of the states the numbers of cyclists has dropped. Again, these numbers are not things we like to go into. We will go through them and figure them out later on and put some metrics on them, but you know, the most important thing is, and just to end this this vlog on a cheery note, is we need to enjoy ourselves. I love riding. I mean, I'd love to hear your stories about why you ride and what you're riding and when you ride. I'd love to see your photos. I want to hear your stories. We all do at Cycle. We love it. We love hearing all the good stories and all the good things about what people do on their bikes. And we've got lots of photos of people using cargo bikes. I've got hundreds of photos of people on roadies. I've got lots of stuff where we've taken photos of commuters and people just getting around. We want your stories too. We want to know what you do when you're on your bike, and we love those stories. There's nothing better than hearing about what people have done. Now I'm going to finish this tonight with just a quick note that I'm hoping that this will actually be a better time and a better thing for us. We tried last Sunday with Sarah talking about her cargo bikes, and that went down really, really well. So it'll carry on between 7:30 and 8 o'clock on Sunday nights, depending on who we get to interview, etc. But we have got some interviews coming up now. We've got 3 interviews coming up that I know of, and I'm hoping to get more people involved and interested as well. Some of these live broadcasts will be a mixture of live and recorded, and hopefully we'll get some exciting footage in there as well. Guys, have a great week. Enjoy your riding. Stay on your bikes. Stay upright, rubber side down. All the catchphrases we can give you. Most importantly, let's just keep moving cycling forward. We're going so far. We've come so far. We've gone so fast. The cycling in Victoria and Australia has turned around immensely. Unfortunately, we're leaving New South Wales behind, but hopefully New South Wales will realise that they're being left behind, and we may have a changing government soon. Duncan Gay may be losing his position as the Transport Minister, or the Roads Minister, sorry, and that will be a good thing for New South Wales, because it'll give someone else a chance to come in and actually look at what's going on. So let's hope. New South Wales, yay, keep up the fighting. We need every cyclist in New South Wales to keep up the fight. You're doing a great job. You're doing a massive amount of things. We've got more news about New South Wales coming out soon. As far as the rest of the country goes, keep riding, guys. See you all. Take care.